Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make bass music in the style of 2Shell, mainly inspired by their tracks Over U and N35. The project file, samples and presets are available for a small contribution in the description. However, you'll need a Splice subscription to download the vocal as it's not included in the project. And please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy my content. Our BPM is 132 and we're in the key of F minor. This is the kick. Then we have the drums group. Starting with 3 different rim shots. We have these roll fills at the end of every 4th bar, and I have a slap back delay on the first rim. As 2Shell use tight slap delays to create metallic tones in Over U. Then we have the high percussion. These have all been panned. I've added a modulation-based effect on Hat 2, a flanger, and 2Shell use a similar effect on a shaker in N35. Next, we have the perc loops. And again, these have been panned. On perc loop 1, I've added some vocoder and erosion for texture. On the group, we have more flanger and a utility to narrow the stereo image, as the flanger makes the loops wider, and I wanted to ensure the project was mono-compatible. On the drums group, we have drum bus to glue the elements together, and EQ, plus reverb via Send A, which is this empty club preset. All the drums in the drums group have this MPC groove applied, which helps humanize the patterns. But don't forget to individually alter the velocities of your MIDI notes too. Next, we have the basses. Starting with the wobble. Here I've used an instrument rack and EQ3s to split the frequency areas, and I'll put a video on the screen explaining this technique in detail. For the sub, we have a sine wave taken down by 2 octaves and a filter with its cutoff being modulated by LFO1, which is the shape of a sine wave, and we have drive on the filter too. On the chain, we have a compressor and an EQ3. For the top, we have a square wave taken down by 2 octaves with FM from B increased. Oscillator B is another square wave with its level taken down. The filter is identical to the subs filter, except for the macro I've used to automate the filter's opening. And there's another macro on the FM from B knob too. To show you the automation. And this adds some variation to the timbre of the bass during the loop. In the effects, we have bit crushing, or downsampling as it's called here, EQ, filter, and a hyperdimension for stereo width. On the chain, we have an EQ, and on the channel, we have bass mono and another EQ. Next, we have the deep bass. This is made from one of the basses from my first Serum preset pack, which I'll link in the description. Both the sub and oscillator A are sine waves taken down by 2 octaves. However, FM from B has been turned up for oscillator A. Oscillator B is a sine wave taken down by 1 octave with its level turned down. And for the amp envelope, we have this short plucky shape. Envelope 2 is modulating both the FM from B and the filter cutoff. There's drive on the filter too, and some distortion in the effects. On the channel, we have an EQ3 boosting the sub, and an EQ8 removing rumble. On the group, we have drum bus, chorus, and a sub sidechain audio effect track. And I'll link a video I made a while ago describing how this works, plus reverb via send A. Next, we have the 2 reversed effects. On the group, we have some more slap delay, plus reverb via send A, and some echo via send B, which I'll show you in a little bit. We have this vocal pad, and a similar sound can be heard in Over U. Just playing these little 2-note harmonies. As you can see, it's a sample and simpler. The stutter effect is created by using an auto pan, which modulates volume. And we also have bass mono, chorus, slap delay, echo, and reverb via send A. Finally, we have the vocals. I think I may have used part of this sample in my creative auto-tune video, which I'll link here. It also gives some more insights into how I approach chopping and arranging vocals, so it's worth a watch. My aim with these chops was to emulate Tuchel's choppy staccato garage or R&B inflected style as heard in Over U. I've used various echoes and slap delays on these vocals. And I've also automated to this echo on send B for Vox 1 and Vox 2. And this is an echo, 100% wet, of course, with the reverb also at 100. Like with the bass, this automation, this time to the echo, helps give the project a sense of change and movement, which is emblematic of Tuchel's productions. There are filters on a couple of these channels as well, which subtly alter their timbre, something which can also be heard in Over U. Reverb is applied to the group, via Sendai with some drum bus on the channel. And there we have it. If you have any questions about this project, please leave them in the comments, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.